From left, Egypt's Mo Salah, Morocco Youssef EnNesyri, Nigeria's Victor Moses, Sadio Mane of Senegal as well as Tunisia's Saber Khelifa will aim to put up sterling performances for their countries and the continent when the 2018 World Cup kicks off next year. File Photo Soccer. The opening game of the World Cup will see hosts Russia take on Saudi Arabia in Group A on Thursday the 14th of June. However, all eyes will be on Africa's representatives Egypt, Morocco, Nigeria, Senegal and Tunisia, who are handed tough groups, writes Alan Sekamate. Advertisement by Alan Sekamate. Group A had the World Cup draw conducted by 1986 top scorer Gary Lineker, so I do not believe it is fixed. That's why I'm genuinely surprised hosts Russia got a draw that ensures they will make it to at least the round of 16. Russia are helped by the fact they face Saudi Arabia, one of the tournament's rank outsiders. A good start would settle jangled nerves and set Russia up for a push for group leadership. One of Africa's representatives, Egypt, who lost to Uganda Cranes at Namboole, must contend with Uruguay's lethal attacking pair Luis Suarez and Edinson Cavani in their opening game. This is only Egypt's third ever World Cup foray after excursions in 1934 and 1990. Egypt's Pharaohs, led by Liverpool's Mohamed Salah, assisted by Ahmed Hegazi and 45-year-old keeper El Hadary, should at least break their winless duck by beating Saudi Arabia for their first ever World Cup victory. How they will finish: 1 Uruguay, 2 Russia, 3 Egypt, 4 Saudi Arabia. Group B. Julian Lopetegui's Red Hot La Roja confront European champions Portugal on Day 2 of Russia 2018, in what is perhaps the pick of first-round ties. You would have thought 2010 champions Spain would be the seeded team. But no, they are ranked lower than Portugal, which dictated they were in the second pot. Make no mistake about it. Spain are the stronger side. I expect them to edge this tie before sweeping past Morocco and Iran because, despite Cristiano Ronaldo's star quality, Spain's entire starting lineup is drawn from players featuring for the world's 10 strongest teams. Hervé Renard's Atlas Lions, one of Africa's 5 representatives, must start as favorites to stop Carlos Queiroz' Iran in their opener. So once again, an African team is equipped to put 3 points on board. How they will finish: 1 Spain, 2 Portugal, 3 Morocco, 4 Iran. Group C. Didier Deschamps' Les Bayas have an excellent chance to gather a good head of steam for an assault on the title, as the draw has been kind to them. None of Australia's Socceroos, Peru or even Denmark have the pedigree to threaten France's progress to the knockout rounds. The key for Deschamps is to get his team selection right. In a side teeming with talent, Hugo Lloris, Samuel Umtiti, Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante and Kylian Mbappe are the 5 pillars that must start crucial games if Les Bleus are to match their 1998 triumph. France are strong enough to wipe the floor with Australia, before more demanding assignments against Denmark and Peru. 30 years ago Denmark illuminated Mexico 1986 with Michael Laudrup, Preben Elkjær and Søren Lerby. This time round Christian Eriksen, Andreas Christensen and Kasper Dolberg will propel the Scandinavians into the round of 16. The key for them is beating a Peru side that needed a playoff victory over New Zealand's Kiwis to get to Russia 2018. How they will finish: 1 France, 2 Denmark, 3 Peru, 4 Australia. Group D. Nigeria's Super Eagles are Africa's strongest representatives. They've also been drawn in the tournament's group of death. Any of Argentina, Iceland and Croatia can progress from this group. You have to assume two-time winners Argentina will progress courtesy of their pedigree, FIFA ranking and Lionel Messi. But for the Pumas to compete for top honors, coach Jorge Sampaoli must decide who of Mauro Icardi, Sergio Aguero and Gonzalo Higuain can partner Messi. Though they recently ambushed Albacete 42 in a build-up international, I fear for Nigeria. Croatia are hard-as-nails competitors, whereas Iceland, whose population is just 0.5% of Nigeria's, always punch above their weight. I will be positively surprised if Nigeria make the knockout rounds. How they will finish: 1 Argentina, 2 Croatia, 3 Nigeria, 4 Iceland. Group E. 5-time winners are buzzing after making light work of a very competitive South America qualifying zone. The Samba boys are tooled to canter into the second round, as neither Switzerland nor Serbia or Costa Rica have the players or history to challenge them. Quarter-finalists at Brazil 2014, Costa Rica have regressed, and will be considered cannon fodder in Group E. Serbia and Switzerland are just about of equal strength, with the Swiss having the edge courtesy of better World Cup experience. After the 7-1 loss to Germany in their home World Cup, Paris Saint-Germain striker Neymar, also the world's most expensive player, feels Russia 2018 offers his sellout teammates a perfect opportunity to redeem themselves. Having starred in Brazil's Olympic Games triumph, this could be Neymar's World Cup. How they will finish: 1 Brazil, 2 Switzerland, 3 Serbia, 4 Costa Rica. Group F champions Germany are the most consistent team in World Cup history. Joachim Löw's juggernaut underlined their credentials by lifting the Confederations Cup earlier this year with a developmental team. Mexico were one of the teams they subdued as Löw unearthed Leon Goretzka, Timo Werner and Lars Stindl onto the world stage. The Central Americans will provide Germany's toughest test in their opening game. Sweden, conquerors of 4-time champions Italy in the playoffs, will be hoping to upset the apple cart. They have the impetus of starting against Minnows South Korea, which should catapult them into contention for a place in the knockout rounds along with Germany. Widely regarded as Sweden's greatest ever, Zlatan Ibrahimovic could come out of retirement for his last hurrah. How they will finish: 1 Germany, 2 Mexico, 3 Sweden, 4 South Korea. Group G 1966 World Cup winners England landed by far the easiest draw among teams in Pot 2 of the draw. Gareth Southgate's Three Lions begin their campaign with a clash with Tunisia's Carthage Eagles, one of Africa's representatives. 20 years ago, a strong Tunisia outfit with a number of then-African club champions Esperance players lost 0-2 to an England side that wasn't as talented as the current generation. I can therefore see the Three Lions shooting down the Carthage Eagles. Belgium, which is packed with English Premier League players, will provide England's sternest test. Belgium are immensely talented but inconsistent. However, with Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard in their ranks, a place in the last 16 is theirs for the asking. How they will finish: 1 England, 2 Belgium, 3 Tunisia, 4 Panama. Group H Senegal ought to bring their A-game to the biggest stage if they are to challenge Poland, Colombia and Japan for Group H lordship. Lions of Teranga boss Aliou Cissé was part of the side that famously beat pre-tournament favourites France 10 in the opening match of World Cup 2002, before eventually succumbing to Turkey at the quarter-final stage. Guts will be needed from Napoli defensive stalwart Kalidou Koulibaly and Anderlecht's Karamauji as they try to cope with Poland's Robert Lewandowski, who netted a whopping 16 goals in the qualifiers. The confrontation with Colombia should determine who joins the Poles in the round of 16, as Japan's Samurai are not the force they once were. I have a good feeling about Senegal. Sadio Mane and Keita Balde can propel them into the knockout rounds. How they will finish: 1 Poland, 2 Senegal, 3 Colombia, 4 Japan. Advertisement.